Hello, and welcome back to EFL USA. My name is Olivia, and I'm here to help you every single day with real, practical English for real, practical situations. Today's lesson is different from a normal listening class because today we are not just going to relax and repeat some nice sentences about coffee shops and parks. Today, we are going to prepare you for something that can actually happen to you this week. So, before we start, close your eyes for just 5 seconds and imagine this. You are standing at a checkout counter. You bought 3 items. You saw a big yellow sign that said, "On sale." But when the cashier tells you the total, the number is higher than you expected. The cashier is waiting. The people behind you in line are waiting. What do you say? Could you explain the problem in English right now in 3 seconds without translating in your head first? If your answer is, "I don't know," don't worry, because that is exactly why you are here, and that is exactly what today's lesson will fix. This is practical English for life in America. And this channel is built around one simple idea. You don't need perfect English. You don't need a big vocabulary. You need the right words for the right moment, so that you can handle real American life with confidence, not fear. Today's lesson is part of our Shopping and Daily Errands series, and by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to say when something goes wrong at a store, exactly how to ask for help, exactly how to understand what a cashier or a store worker is saying to you, and exactly how to protect your money and your time. If this is your first time here, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because every single day we bring you a new survival situation in English. And step by step, these small lessons will completely change the way you live your life here. Now, let's begin. I want to tell you a story. This story is based on something that happens to thousands of new immigrants every single week, and maybe it has already happened to you. Her name is Marisol. Marisol moved to the United States 4 months ago. She lives in a small apartment with her sister, and every week, on Friday evening, she does her grocery shopping at a store near her home. She knows the store well. She knows where the bread is. She knows where the milk is. And she has learned a few words here and there, but she still feels nervous every time she has to speak English out loud, especially when something unexpected happens. Last Friday, Marisol walked into the store around 7 in the evening. The store closes at 8, so she had 1 hour to shop. She grabbed a cart and walked down the first aisle. She saw a big yellow sign hanging above a shelf of pasta. The sign said, "On sale, 2 boxes for $3. Marisol picked up 2 boxes of pasta and put them in her cart. She felt good. She was saving money, and that made her smile a little. She continued shopping. She got some rice, some vegetables, and a bottle of juice. When she reached the checkout line, there were 2 people in front of her. She waited patiently, and she practiced in her head what she would say if the cashier asked her anything. She thought about it, and she felt ready. When it was her turn, the cashier, a young man with a friendly face, started scanning her items one by one. Beep, beep, beep. Marisol watched the screen, and then she noticed something. When the cashier scanned the 2 boxes of pasta, the screen showed $1.99 for each box, not the sale price, she remembered. That meant she was paying almost $4 for the pasta instead of $3. Her heart started beating a little faster. She looked at the total on the screen. It was higher than she expected. The cashier said, "Your total is $22.40. Marisol felt her chest tighten. She knew something was wrong, but for a moment, she didn't know what to say. Should she just pay and stay quiet? Should she try to explain in English, even if she made a mistake? Behind her, a man was waiting with his cart, and she could feel him watching. This is exactly the kind of moment where many people just pay silently, even when they know they are being charged the wrong price because they are afraid of speaking English in front of strangers. But Marisol remembered something. She remembered a video she had watched, a video very similar to this one, that taught her exactly what to say in this situation. She took a breath, looked at the cashiers, and said, "Excuse me, I think there's a mistake." The sign said 2 boxes for $3. The cashier looked a little surprised, and then he said, "Oh, let me check that for you." He picked up his little handheld scanner and walked toward the pasta aisle to check the sign. Marisol waited at the counter. Her hands were a little sweaty, but she felt proud of herself because she had spoken up. A minute later, the cashier came back and said, "You're right. I'm sorry about that. Let me fix the price." He typed something into the register, and the total went down. The new total was $20.10. Marisol smiled and said, "Thank you so much." The cashier smiled back and said, "No problem. Thanks for letting me know." She paid. She took her bags, and she walked out of the store feeling completely different than she normally did. She felt strong. She felt capable. And all of that happened because she knew 4 simple words. I think there's a mistake. Now, I want you to imagine yourself in Marisol's shoes. What if that happens to you next week? What if you see a sign that says, "On sale," but the price at the checkout is different? Are you ready? By the end of today's lesson, you will be. Let's start learning the exact words and phrases that will help you handle this situation and many others just like it. Let's begin with our first group of words. These are words you will hear and need every single time you go shopping in the United States. I'm going to say each word slowly. Then I want you to repeat it after me. After that, I will explain what it means in very simple English, and I will give you 2 real examples so you understand exactly how to use it. Our first word is receipt. Receipt. Repeat after me. Receipt. Good. A receipt is a small piece of paper that shows what you bought and how much you paid. Every time you buy something at a store, the cashier gives you a receipt. For example, "Can I have my receipt, please?" Another example. I need my receipt to return this item. Now you say one sentence with the word receipt. Good job. Our second word is refund. Refund. Repeat after me. Refund. A refund means getting your money back after you return something to the store. If you buy something and you don't want it anymore, you can ask for a refund. For example, I would like a refund for this shirt. Another example, can I get a refund if I don't have the receipt? Now, try making your own sentence with the word refund. Our third word is aisle. Aisle. This word looks strange because the S is silent. You say it like aisle. Repeat after me. Aisle. An aisle is the long row inside a store where the products are placed on shelves. For example, excuse me, which aisle has the pasta? Another example, the milk is in aisle 5. Now you try. Make a sentence using the word aisle. Our fourth word is checkout. Checkout. Repeat after me. Checkout. The checkout is the place in the store where you pay for your items, usually near the front door. For example, the checkout line is very long today. Another example, please go to checkout number 3. Try making your own sentence now. Our fifth phrase is on sale. On sale. Repeat after me. On sale. When something is on sale, it means the price is lower than normal for a limited time. For example, these apples are on sale this week. Another example, is this jacket on sale or is that the regular price? Now, make a sentence using the phrase on sale. And our sixth phrase, the one that helped Marisol at the checkout, is expiration date. Expiration date. Repeat after me. Expiration date. The expiration date is the last day a product is safe or good to use, often printed on food or medicine. For example, please check the expiration date before you buy the milk. Another example, this yogurt's expiration date is next Tuesday. Now, try your own sentence. Wonderful. You just learned 6 very important words: receipt, refund, aisle, checkout, on sale, and expiration date. Let's put all of these words together now inside a short conversation, just like the one Marisol had. I want you to listen first carefully without repeating. Then we will slow it down together, and you will shadow every line with me. Here is the conversation. A customer walks up to a store worker. The customer says, "Excuse me, which aisle has the pasta?" The worker replies, "It's in aisle 4, next to the sauces." The customer says, "Thank you. Also, is the pasta still on sale?" The worker says, "Yes, it's 2 boxes for $3 until Sunday." The customer walks to the checkout a few minutes later. At the checkout, the cashier says, "Your total is $22.40. The customer says, "Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. The sign said 2 boxes for $3. The cashier says, "Let me check that for you." A moment later, the cashier says, "You're right. I'm sorry about that." The customer says, "Thank you so much. Can I also have my receipt, please?" The cashier says, "Of course. Here you go. Now, let's slow this down and shadow it together, line by line." First line, "Excuse me, which aisle has the pasta?" Say it with me, slowly. Excuse me, which aisle has the pasta? Now, a little faster. Excuse me, which aisle has the pasta? Next line. It's in aisle 4, next to the sauces. Slowly first. It's in aisle 4, next to the sauces. Now faster. It's in aisle 4, next to the sauces. Next. Thank you. Also, is the pasta still on sale? Slowly. Thank you. Also, is the pasta still on sale? Faster now. Thank you. Also, is the pasta still on sale? Next. Yes, it's 2 boxes for $3 until Sunday. Slowly. Yes, it's 2 boxes for $3 until Sunday. Faster. Yes, it's 2 boxes for $3 until Sunday. Now the checkout part. Your total is $22.40. Slowly. Your total is $22.40. Faster. Your total is $22.40. This is a very important sentence for you to recognize. Because cashiers say numbers like this every single day, and if you don't understand the number, you won't know if the price is correct. Let's repeat it one more time. A little faster, the way you would really hear it in the store. Your total's $22.40. Notice how dollars and almost disappears when people speak quickly in real life. Your total's $22.40. Practice that one more time with me. Your total's $22.40. Next line, the most important sentence of today's lesson. Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. Slowly, word by word. Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. Now a little faster. Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. One more time, even more naturally, the way you would say it with confidence in a real store. Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. This sentence is polite, it is clear, and it works in almost any situation where you believe the price or the bill or the total is wrong. You can use it at a grocery store, at a restaurant, at a pharmacy, even at a phone company. Memorize this sentence today because it will protect your money for the rest of your life in this country. Continuing the conversation. Visa compte. The sign said 2 boxes for $3. Slowly. The sign said 2 boxes for $3. Faster. The sign said 2 boxes for $3. Next, let me check that for you. Slowly. Let me check that for you. Faster. Let me check that for you. This is what a good cashier or worker will usually say to you if you point out a problem calmly and politely. It means they are going to look into it, and it is a very common, very useful phrase for you to recognize. Next line. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Slowly. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Faster. You're right. I'm sorry about that. And your reply. Thank you so much. Can I also have my receipt, please? Slowly. Thank you so much. Can I also have my receipt, please? Faster. Thank you so much. Can I also have my receipt, please? And the final line. Of course, here you go. Slowly. Of course, here you go. Faster. Of course, here you go. You just practiced a complete, real, useful conversation from beginning to end. Give yourself credit, because this is not just repeating random sentences about walking in a park. This is a conversation that could save you real money and real stress in your actual life here in America. Now, let's go back to Marisol's story, because there is more to it, and I want you to see how a small moment like this can affect someone's whole week. After Marisol left the store that Friday evening, she called her sister on the way home, and she told her what happened. Her sister was surprised. She said, "You spoke up? By yourself in English?" And Marisol laughed and said, "Yes, I did. I was scared, but I did it." Her sister told her she was proud of her. And that night, Marisol felt something she hadn't felt in a long time since moving to this country. She felt like she belonged here, not just like a visitor trying to survive, but like someone who could actually take care of herself in this new place. This is the real power of learning practical English. It is not just about grammar or perfect pronunciation. It is about giving you the confidence to protect yourself, your money, and your dignity in everyday situations. Let's continue building your skills with another common shopping situation. Magden. Because prices are not the only thing that can go wrong at a store. Sometimes you might need to return something, and this can be even more confusing if you don't know the right words. Let's imagine a new situation, and I want you to just listen first without repeating so you can practice understanding natural, connected speech. Here is the story. 2 weeks after the pasta situation, Marisol bought a pair of shoes from a shoe store near her apartment. When she got home, she tried them on again, and she realized they were a little too small. The next day, she went back to the store with the shoes and the receipt. She walked up to the counter and a worker greeted her. "Hi there, how can I help you?" Marisol said. "Hi, I bought these shoes yesterday, but they're a little too small. Can I exchange them for a bigger size?" The worker said, "Sure, do you have your receipt?" Marisol said, "Yes, here it is." The worker checked the receipt and said, "Great, what size do you need?" Marisol said, "I need a size 8, please." The worker walked to the back and came back a few minutes later with a new box. "Here you go. Try these on." Marisol tried them on, and this time they fit perfectly. She smiled and said, "These are perfect, thank you." The worker said, "You're welcome. Have a great day." Now let's slow this down and shadow it together. First line. "Hi there, how can I help you?" Slowly. "Hi there, how can I help you?" Faster. "Hi there, how can I help you?" Next. "Hi, I bought these shoes yesterday, but they're a little too small." Slowly. "Hi, I bought these shoes yesterday, but they're a little too small." Faster. "Hi, I bought these shoes yesterday, but they're a little too small." Next, "Can I exchange them for a bigger size?" Slowly. "Can I exchange them for a bigger size?" Faster. "Can I exchange them for a bigger size?" This word, exchange, is very important. It's different from refund. A refund means getting your money back. An exchange means trading the item for a different one, usually a different size or color. Let's add this word to our vocabulary list. Exchange. Repeat after me. Exchange. For example, I would like to exchange this for a different color. Another example. Can I exchange this shirt for a bigger one? Now make your own sentence with the word exchange. Continuing the conversation. Sure. Do you have your receipt? Slowly. Sure. Do you have your receipt? Faster. Sure. Do you have your receipt? Next. Yes. Here it is. Slowly. Yes. Here it is. Faster. Yes. Here it is. Next. Great. What size do you need? Slowly. Great. What size do you need? Faster. Great. What size do you need? Next. I need a size 8, please. Slowly. I need a size 8, please. Faster. I need a size 8, please. Next. Here you go. Try these on. Slowly. Here you go. Try these on. Faster. Here you go. Try these on. And finally, these are perfect. Thank you. Slowly. These are perfect. Thank you. Faster. These are perfect. Thank you. And the reply, you're welcome. Have a great day. Slowly. You're welcome. Have a great day. Faster. You're welcome. Have a great day. You are doing wonderfully. Every single line you practice today builds a small piece of confidence that Stacy's with you the next time you walk into a real store in America. Let's keep going because there is one more essential situation every new immigrant faces at some point: the closing time problem. This happens when you arrive at a store close to closing time, and you need to find something quickly, but you're not sure if you have enough time or if the item you need is even still available. Let's go back to Marisol one more time. It was a Sunday evening, and Marisol realized she was almost out of milk and eggs. She looked at the clock. It was 7:55, and she remembered the store closed at 8. She grabbed her keys and ran to her car, hoping she could make it in time. She arrived at the store at 7:58. The lights were still on, but a worker was near the door. Marisol said quickly, "Excuse me, are you still open?" The worker said, "Yes, but we close in 2 minutes, so you'll need to hurry." Marisol said, "Okay, thank you so much." She ran inside, grabbed a small basket, and rushed toward the dairy aisle. She found the milk quickly, but she couldn't find the eggs. She saw another worker stocking a shelf nearby and said, "Excuse me, where can I find the eggs?" The worker pointed and said, "They're in the back, next to the cheese." Marisol said, "Thank you," and hurried over. She grabbed a carton of eggs and rushed to the checkout. The cashier said, "Just made it, huh?" Marisol laughed and said, "Just in time." She paid quickly, said, "Thank you," and walked out just as the worker was locking the door behind her. Let's shadow this story together as well. Excuse me. Are you still open? Slowly. Excuse me. Are you still open? Faster. Excuse me. Are you still open? Next. Yes, but we close in 2 minutes, so you'll need to hurry. Slowly. Yes, but we close in 2 minutes, so you'll need to hurry. Faster. Yes, but we close in 2 minutes, so you'll need to hurry. Next. Okay. Thank you so much. Slowly. Okay. Thank you so much. Faster. Okay. Thank you so much. Next. Excuse me. Where can I find the eggs? Slowly. Excuse me. Where can I find the eggs? Faster. Excuse me, where can I find the eggs? Next. They're in the back, next to the cheese. Slowly. They're in the back, next to the cheese. Faster. They're in the back, next to the cheese. And the final exchange at the checkout. Just made it. Huh? Slowly. Just made it, huh? Faster. Just made it, huh? And the reply, just in time, slowly, just in time, faster, just in time. You are building real skill and real confidence with every single one of these situations, and we are just getting started. In the next part of today's lesson, we are going to learn even more essential shopping phrases. We're going to do a rapid-fire pattern drill. So these sentences become automatic in your mind, and we're going to review everything Marisol learned, so it becomes part of your own English forever. Stay with me, because the next part of this lesson is where everything truly comes together. Let's continue exactly where we left off. Oh, because Marisol's story and your own English skills are just getting stronger. Before we move forward, let's do one quick review together, out loud, of the words we already learned. I'll say the word, and you say it with me immediately. Receipt, refund, ezel, checkout, on sale, expiration date, exchange. Wonderful. These 7 words are now part of your vocabulary, and today we're going to add even more powerful tools to your English toolbox. Tools that will help you in almost any store, in almost any city, in almost any situation across the United States. Let's continue with a brand new situation, because shopping isn't only about buying food or shoes. Sometimes the biggest challenge is asking for help, finding something you can't locate on your own, especially when you're in a new store for the first time, surrounded by shelves and signs you don't fully understand yet. Let's meet Marisol again, this time in a different kind of store, a large pharmacy and general store, the kind of place where you can buy medicine, cleaning supplies, snacks, and household items all in one trip. It was a Tuesday afternoon, and Marisol needed to buy a few things she had never bought in the United States before: laundry detergent, a phone charger, and something for a headache. She walked into the store and immediately she felt a little overwhelmed. The store was huge, with rows and rows of aisles, and she had no idea where anything was. She took a deep breath, remembered her lessons, and decided to ask for help instead of wandering around confused for 20 minutes. She found a worker organizing a shelf and walked up to him. "Excuse me, can you help me find something?" she asked. The worker smiled and said, "Of course, what are you looking for?" Marisol said, "I need laundry detergent." The worker said, "That's in aisle 12 on the left side." Marisol said, "Thank you. Also, do you have phone chargers?" The worker said, "Yes, those are near the front, in aisle 2, close to the checkout." Marisol said, "Great. One more thing. Do you have anything for a headache?" The worker said, "Yes, the pharmacy section is in the back, aisle 15. you'll see a sign that says pain relief. As Marisol said, "Thank you so much. You've been really helpful." The worker smiled and said, "No problem. Have a good day." This conversation might look simple, but notice something important. Marisol didn't just ask one question and walk away confused. She asked 3 separate questions, one at a time, clearly and politely, and she got exactly what she needed. This is a skill, and it is a skill you can build starting today. Let's shadow this conversation together, slowly, first, then faster, the way you would really hear it in a busy American store. First line, "Excuse me, can you help me find something?" Slowly. "Excuse me, can you help me find something?" Faster. "Excuse me, can you help me find something?" Next. "Of course, what are you looking for?" Slowly. "Of course, what are you looking for?" Faster. "Of course, what are you looking for?" Next. "I need laundry detergent." Slowly. "I need laundry detergent." Faster. "I need laundry detergent." Let's add this word to our list. Detergent. Repeat after me. Detergent. Detergent is the soap you use to wash your clothes. For example, "I'm out of laundry detergent." Another example, "Which aisle has the detergent?" Now, make your own sentence continuing. "That's in aisle 12. On the left side." Slowly. "That's in aisle 12. On the left side." Faster. "That's in aisle 12. On the left side." Next. "Thank you. Also, do you have phone chargers?" Slowly. "Thank you. Also, do you have phone chargers?" Faster. "Thank you. Also, do you have phone chargers?" Next. "Yes, those are near the front in aisle 2, close to the checkout." Slowly. "Yes, those are near the front in aisle 2, close to the checkout." Faster. "Yes, those are near the front in aisle 2, close to the checkout." Next. "Great. One more thing. Do you have anything for a headache?" Slowly. "Great. One more thing. Do you have anything for a headache?" Faster. "Great. One more thing. Do you have anything for a headache?" This phrase, "Do you have anything for," is extremely useful, and I want you to remember it well, because you can use it for almost any small health problem when you're shopping. A headache, a cold, a sore throat, dry skin, anything. Let's practice it as its own pattern in just a moment, continuing. Yes, the pharmacy section is in the back. Aisle 15. You'll see a sign that says pain relief. Slowly. Yes, the pharmacy section is in the back, aisle 15. You'll see a sign that says pain relief. Faster. Yes, the pharmacy section is in the back, aisle 15. You'll see a sign that says pain relief. Next, thank you so much. You've been really helpful. Slowly. Thank you so much. You've been really helpful. Faster. Thank you so much. You've been really helpful. And finally, no problem. Have a good day. Slowly. No problem. Have a good day. Faster. No problem. Have a good day. Beautifully done. Now, let's move into something very important for today's lesson. A rapid pattern drill. This is different from the storytelling we just did. Instead of a full conversation, I'm going to give you one sentence pattern and then several quick variations, one after another. So Your brain and your mouth start to build automatic muscle memory. You won't need to think about grammar anymore. The sentence will just come out naturally because you've practiced it so many times. Our first pattern is, "Excuse me, where can I find?" Listen first, then repeat quickly after me without stopping to think. "Excuse me, where can I find the milk?" "Excuse me, where can I find the bread?" "Excuse me, where can I find the eggs?" "Excuse me, where can I find the detergent?" "Excuse me, where can I find the phone chargers?" "Excuse me, where can I find the pain relief section?" "Excuse me, where can I find the checkout?" Notice how the sentence structure never changes. Only the last word or phrase changes. This is one of the most powerful tricks in learning English quickly. Master one strong sentence pattern, and you can use it in hundreds of different situations. Let's do it again. A little faster this time, like you're really in a hurry in a busy store. "Excuse me, where can I find the milk?" "Excuse me, where can I find the bread?" "Excuse me, where can I find the checkout?" "Excuse me, where can I find the pharmacy?" Perfect. Our second pattern is, "Do you have anything for?" This is the pattern we just heard in Marisol's conversation. Listen and repeat quickly. "Do you have anything for a headache?" "Do you have anything for a cold?" "Do you have anything for a sore throat?" "Do you have anything for allergies?" "Do you have anything for dry skin?" "Do you have anything for a stomachache?" Excellent. Say it one more time, a little faster. "Do you have anything for a headache?" "Do you have anything for a cold?" "Do you have anything for allergies?" Our third pattern is, "I would like to." This pattern is useful for returns, exchanges, and requests. Listen and repeat. "I would like to return this item." "I would like to exchange this for a bigger size." "I would like to get a refund." "I would like to speak to a manager." "I would like to check the price of this." "I would like to pay with cash." Great job. One more time, a little faster. "I would like to return this item." "I would like to exchange this." "I would like a refund." Our fourth pattern, and this one is extremely important, is, "I think there's a mistake with." We already learned the base sentence, but now let's expand it into a full pattern. Listen and repeat. "I think there's a mistake with my total." "I think there's a mistake with the price." "I think there's a mistake with my receipt." "I think there's a mistake with this charge." "I think there's a mistake with my change." Wonderful. You now have a complete toolkit of sentence patterns you can use in almost any shopping situation across the United States. Whether you're at a small local store or a huge supermarket, let's take a short break from the pattern drills and go back into another real-life story, because I want to show you one more situation that many new immigrants find especially stressful. Paying with the wrong amount of cash or not having exact change and needing to communicate about money quickly at the register. This time, let's follow a different character so you can see that these situations happen to everyone, not just Marisol. His name is Carlos. Carlos works 2 jobs and doesn't have much free time. So he usually does his shopping quickly. in the evening, right after work. One evening, Carlos went to buy groceries, and his total came to $18.35. He reached into his wallet and realized he only had a $20 bill and some coins that didn't quite add up correctly. He handed the cashier the $20 bill and said, "Here you go." The cashier said, "Your change is $1.65. She counted it out loud as she handed it to him. "That's $1.65, Carlos said. "Thank you." Then he noticed something. He counted the coins quickly in his hand, and it seemed like only 50 cents, not 65. He wasn't completely sure, because he was still learning to recognize American coins quickly, so instead of assuming he was right, he asked politely, "Excuse me, could you double-check my change? I want to make sure it's correct." The cashier said, "Sure, let me recount." She counted again, and this time she said, "Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Here's the rest." She handed him 15 more cents. Carlos said, "Thank you. I appreciate it." He walked out of the store, feeling calm and confident, not because he was angry or suspicious, but because he knew exactly how to ask a simple, polite question to protect his own money. Let's shadow this conversation together. Here you go. Slowly. Here you go. Faster. Here you go. Next, your change is $1.65. Slowly. Your change is $1.65. Faster. Your change is $1.65. Next. "Excuse me. Could you double-check my change? I want to make sure it's correct." Slowly. "Excuse me. Could you double-check my change? I want to make sure it's correct." Faster. "Excuse me. Could you double-check my change? I want to make sure it's correct." This sentence is polite, calm, and clear, and it works perfectly in any situation where you're not completely sure about money, whether it's your change, your total, or a bill. Let's add the word change to our vocabulary since it has a special meaning here. Change. Repeat after me, change. In this context, change means the money you receive back after paying with a bill that's larger than the total. For example, "Here's your change." Another example, "I think my change is wrong." Now make your own sentence, continuing. "Sure, let me recount." Slowly. "Sure, let me recount." Faster. "Sure, let me recount." Next. "Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Here's the rest." "Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Here's the rest." Faster. "Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Here's the rest." And finally, "Thank you. I appreciate it." Slowly. "Thank you. I appreciate it." Faster. "Thank you. I appreciate it." This phrase, "I appreciate it," is a warm, natural way to say thank you. That sounds a little more mature and confident than just "thank you" alone. Native speakers use it all the time, especially after someone helps solve a small problem for them. Let's take a moment to talk about something important. Something beyond just vocabulary and grammar. I know that for many of you watching this video, speaking up in a store, even about something small, like a wrong price or incorrect change, feels scary Maybe you've had the experience of staying quiet, even when you knew something wasn't right, just because you were afraid of making a mistake in English, afraid of the cashier getting annoyed, afraid of people in line staring at you. I want you to know that this fear is completely normal, and almost every single person who has moved to a new country and learned a new language has felt exactly what you're feeling right now. But here's the truth. The workers at these stores deal with all kinds of customers every single day. And a calm, polite question is never something to be embarrassed about. In fact, most cashiers and workers genuinely appreciate when a customer points out a mistake politely because it helps them fix an error in their system. You are not being difficult. You are simply protecting yourself, and that is something you deserve to do every single time without fear. Now, let's continue building your skills with one more essential situation. Understanding store announcements and signs. Sometimes the biggest challenge in a store isn't a conversation with a person, it's understanding information that's given to everyone at once, like an announcement over a speaker or a sign posted near the checkout. Let's listen to a few examples of the kind of announcements you might hear in a large American store, and then we'll break them down together. Here's the first one. Attention shoppers, we will be closing in 15 minutes. Please bring your final items to the checkout. Let's slow this down. Attention shoppers, we will be closing in 15 minutes. Faster. Attention shoppers, we will be closing in 15 minutes. Next part. Please bring your final items to the checkout. Faster. Please bring your final items to the checkout. Here's a second one. The kind you might hear near a specific department. Attention shoppers, we currently have a special discount in the produce section. Buy 2, get 1 free. Slowly. Attention shoppers, we currently have a special discount in the produce section. Faster. Attention shoppers, we currently have a special discount in the produce section. Next part. Buy 2, get 1 free. Faster. Buy 2, get 1 free. Let's add this phrase to our vocabulary since it's extremely common in American stores. Buy 2, get 1 free means if you buy 2 of an item, you receive a third one at no extra cost. This is a very popular kind of sale, and recognizing this phrase quickly will help you save money every time you shop. Here's a third announcement, this time about a price check, which is very common. Price check on register 4, please. Price check on register 4. Slowly. Price check on register 4. Please. Faster. Price check on register 4. Please. This means a cashier is asking someone from the store to confirm the correct price of an item, usually because the price didn't scan correctly, similar to what happened with Marisol's pasta. Recognizing this phrase helps you understand what's happening if you ever hear it. While you're waiting in line, let's put together everything we've learned so far into one final, longer review conversation, combining several of today's lessons into a single scene so you can practice recognizing all of these patterns together the way they might really happen during one single shopping trip. Listen first, all the way through, without repeating. It's Saturday afternoon, and a customer walks into a store 15 minutes before closing. A worker greets her at the door. "Hi, we're closing in 15 minutes, just to let you know." The customer says, "Oh, thank you, I'll be quick." "Excuse me, where can I find the detergent?" The worker says, "Aisle 12, on your right." The customer hurries to aisle 12, grabs the detergent, and also notices a sign that says, "Buy 2, get 1 free," above the shampoo. She thinks about it and grabs 2 bottles of shampoo. On her way to the checkout, she remembers. She also needs something for a headache, so she asks another worker, "Do you have anything for a headache?" The worker points and says, "Aisle 15, in the pharmacy section." She grabs the pain relief and finally reaches the checkout. The cashier scans everything and says, "Your total is $31.20. The customer looks at the receipt display and notices the shampoo didn't apply the buy 2, get 1 free discount. She says, calmly, "Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. The sign said buy 2, get 1 free for the shampoo." The cashier checks and says, "You're right, let me fix that." A moment later, the new total appears. Your new total is $26.10. The customer says, "Thank you so much. I appreciate it." She pays, gets her receipt, and says, "Have a great day." The cashier smiles and says, "You too. Thanks for shopping with us." Now let's shadow this entire scene together, piece by piece, one final time before we move to today's ending review. "Hi, we're closing in 15 minutes, just to let you know." Slowly. "Hi, we're closing in 15 minutes, just to let you know." Faster. "Hi, we're closing in 15 minutes, just to let you know." Next. "Oh, thank you, I'll be quick. Excuse me, where can I find the detergent?" Slowly. "Oh, thank you, I'll be quick. Excuse me, where can I find the detergent?" Faster. "Oh, thank you, I'll be quick. Excuse me, where can I find the detergent?" Next. Aisle 12, on your right. Slowly. Aisle 12, on your right. Faster. Aisle 12, on your right. Next. "Do you have anything for a headache?" Slowly. "Do you have anything for a headache?" Faster. "Do you have anything for a headache?" Next. Aisle 15, in the pharmacy section. Slowly. Aisle 15, in the pharmacy section. Faster. Aisle 15, in the pharmacy section. Next. Your total is $31.20. Slowly. Your total is $31.20. Faster. Your total's $31.20. Next. Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. The sign said, buy 2, get 1 free for the shampoo. Slowly. Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. The sign said, buy 2, get 1 free for the shampoo. Faster. Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. The sign said, buy 2, get 1 free for the shampoo. Next. You're right. Let me fix that. Slowly. You're right. Let me fix that. Faster. You're right. Let me fix that. Next, your new total is $26.10. Slowly. Your new total is $26.10. Faster. Your new total's $26.10. Next. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Slowly. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Faster. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And the final lines. Have a great day. You too. Thanks for shopping with us. Let's say both together, slowly, then faster. Have a great day. You too. Thanks for shopping with us. Faster. Have a great day. You too. Thanks for shopping with us. You have just completed a full, realistic shopping scene from start to finish, using every single tool we've built today. Vocabulary, sentence patterns, listening for numbers, and speaking up with confidence. Take a moment to notice how far you've come since the beginning of this lesson. At the start, we asked you a simple question. Could you handle a mistake at the checkout in 3 seconds without translating? Now, after everything we've practiced together, I believe your answer is starting to become yes. In the final part of today's lesson, we're going to do one more round of quick review. We're going to practice is a few final rapid patterns to lock everything into your memory, and I'm going to leave you with something important before we say goodbye today. Stay with me, because we're almost at the finish line, and finishing strong matters just as much as starting strong. We're in the final stretch of today's lesson, and I want you to feel proud of yourself, because you've already sat through a full, real, practical English class. Not just a relaxing story, but genuine tools you can use this week, maybe even today. Let's use this final part to lock everything into your memory permanently. Through fast review, a few more rapid drills, and one more short story that ties everything together. Let's start with a full vocabulary review. I'll say each word, you say it with me, and then I'll give you a tiny reminder of what it means. Just a quick flash to refresh your memory. Receipt, the paper that shows what you bought. Refund, getting your money back. Aisle, the row inside the store. Checkout, where you pay. On sale, a lower price for a limited time. Expiration date, the last safe day to use something. Exchange, trading an item for a different one. Detergent, soap for washing clothes. Change, the money you get back after paying. Wonderful. 9 words, all learned today, all directly useful in your real life this week. Now let's review our key sentence patterns. One more time. Quickly, back to back, the way a confident English speaker would say them without hesitation. Excuse me, where can I find the milk? Do you have anything for a headache? I would like to return this item. I think there's a mistake with my total. Excuse me, could you double-check my change? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Say each of these one more time with me. A little faster this time, like you're really standing in the store, in a bit of a hurry, but still completely in control. Excuse me, where can I find the milk? Do you have anything for a headache? I would like to return this item. I think there's a mistake with my total. Excuse me, Could you double-check my change? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now, let's do one final, longer rapid-fire pattern drill. Mixing everything together, moving quickly from one sentence to the next, the way real conversations move quickly in real stores. Listen and repeat immediately after each one without pausing to think. Excuse me, which aisle has the bread? I need a size medium, please. Is this jacket on sale? Can I get a refund for this? I think there's a mistake with my receipt. Do you have anything for a sore throat? Could you check the expiration date on this? I would like to exchange this for a different color. Excuse me, are you still open? Just made it. Huh? Just in time. Your total is $14.90. Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a great day. You too. Thanks for shopping with us. Beautifully done. Notice something powerful. Every single sentence in that fast drill came directly from a real story we told today. A real situation, a real moment where these words actually mattered. This is completely different from memorizing a list of random vocabulary words with no context. You now have these sentences connected to real memories. Marisol at the pasta aisle. Marisol exchanging her shoes. Marisol rushing before closing time. Carlos double-checking his change. A customer catching a shampoo discount mistake. Your brain remembers stories far better than it remembers lists. And that is exactly why we built today's lesson this way. Let's finish with one more short story. A slightly different kind of story, because I want to leave you with something that goes beyond vocabulary, something about confidence itself. A few weeks after the pasta situation, Marisol went back to the same grocery store, the same one where she had spoken up for the first time. This time, something different happened. While she was standing in the checkout line, the woman in front of her, an older woman, was having trouble. The cashier told her the total, and the woman looked confused. She said something quietly, almost to herself, in a language that wasn't English, and she looked embarrassed. She reached into her purse slowly, clearly unsure of the amount of money in front of her, and clearly nervous about the line building up behind her. Marisol recognized that feeling immediately because it was exactly how she used to feel just a few months earlier. Without even thinking twice, Marisol gently said to the cashier, "Excuse me, could you say the total one more time, a little slower?" I think she didn't catch it. The cashier smiled and said, "Of course," and repeated the total slowly and clearly. The older woman understood this time, counted her money calmly, and paid. She turned to Marisol and said, "Thank you," with a small, grateful smile. Marisol smiled back, "You're welcome." In that small moment, Marisol realized something important. She was no longer the nervous person struggling to be understood at the checkout counter. She had become someone who could help other people feel a little less alone in the exact same situation. That is what learning practical English truly gives you. It doesn't just help you survive. Eventually, it helps you support other people too, the same way someone somewhere helped you. I want you to carry this story with you after this video ends. The goal of everything we practice here at EFL USA is not just to help you memorize sentences. It's to help you build a version of yourself who doesn't freeze up at the checkout counter, who doesn't stay silent when something is wrong, who doesn't feel small just because English isn't your first language. Every single phrase we practice today, receipt, refund, exchange, I think there's a mistake. Do you have anything for, could you double check? These are not just English words. They are small pieces of power, small tools that protect your money, your time, and your confidence. Every single day you live in this country. Before we say goodbye today, let's do one very last thing together. A full-speed shadow of the 6 sentences that matter the most from today's lesson, back to back. No explanations, no pauses, just pure, confident repetition, exactly the way you'll need to say them in real life. Ready? Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. Could you double-check my change? I would like a refund, please. Can I exchange this for a bigger size? Do you have anything for a headache? Excuse me, where can I find the checkout? One more time, all together, a little faster. Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. Could you double-check my change? I would like a refund, please. Can I exchange this for a bigger size? Do you have anything for a headache? Excuse me, where can I find the checkout? Wonderful work today. Take a moment and really notice how different you feel right now compared to the very beginning of this video. At the start, we asked you to imagine standing at a checkout counter with a price you didn't expect, and to ask yourself honestly if you could handle it in English in the 3 seconds without translating. I believe that if that same situation happens to you this week at your local grocery store, your local pharmacy, or your local shoe store, you will not freeze. You will not stay silent. You will remember Marisol. You will remember Carlos. And you will remember these exact words. And you will speak up calmly, clearly, and with confidence, just like they did. This has been another lesson from Practical English for Life in America, brought to you by EFL USA, and this is exactly what our channel is all about. Not perfect grammar, not fancy vocabulary, but real. Practical English for the real moments of your life here in the United States. If today's lesson helped you, even a little, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because tomorrow we'll be back with a brand new survival situation, this time from a different part of daily life here, something just as important, just as real, and just as useful as everything you learned today. Until then, keep practicing, keep speaking up, and remember, every single word you learn brings you one step closer to feeling truly at home in this country. I'll see you in the next lesson. Take care, and I'm so proud of the work you did today.